So the 2x2 matrices are an important example of a vector space. And you can demonstrate this by either making yourself some little matrices, right? And going through all 8 things. Or you can be real lazy and notice that there are 4 numbers in this here little box. And so you might just think about this thing as a vector a1, a2, a3, a4.
Oh.
And then just check that scalar multiplication is analogous between these two things, right? If you do CA, right, in the matrix land, that'd be CA1, CA2, CA3, CA4. Right? And that's the same thing as CA1 through CA4, right? This is a kind of a common trick for mathematicians. This is me saying, okay, look, the space of 2x2 matrices may as well be the space of 4-dimensional real numbers. The only thing I have to check is just that scalar multiplication works the same way and that vector addition works the same way. This thing's called a morphism. It's me just being like, yo dude, if you push on that matrix, you can morph it into a 4-dimensional vector, and then you know the 4-dimensional vectors are a vector space, so the matrices must also be a vector space. You have to be a little careful with that, because you need operations both before and after you morph to be the same thing. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So, weird little trick. I would say that it's a good use of your time to go through these guys with the 2x2 matrices, because we're going to ask lots of questions about 2x2 matrix kind of subspaces.
Alright.
That's cool, then? So you can either do it this way, which I probably wouldn't. I would recommend the long way. Like, make yourself 3 matrices, A, B, and C, and then go through and check that each of these things work. Maybe call them A, B, and D, because you're going to use C's for scalars.
Cool. Just use random letters for scalars.
Sure. Or that.
I mean, you could have an E scalar.
Probably wouldn't use E as a scalar, just because E is already a specific scalar,
Yeah, but use E as your scalar.
as a letter.
Or use pi. Just use pi.
Yeah, you go back to the Greek alphabet and start assigning based off of that.
Yeah.
Just say
Understand
pi is
what
cool.
you mean.
Dude, I thought it was wrong.